Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured? Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Only every single time I see him. But listen, I don't have time to chat. Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else... So you're an empath? Very few people have this gift, or curse, depending on how you look at it. There have been some clinical trials of a regimen that can suppress this talent permanently. It's perfectly safe, assuming you're interested. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking. If you need anything, just follow the sound of falling inventory. You'll find me eventually.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt. Enough that he's no longer allowed in my store. I don't like denying service to anyone, but it's the principle of the matter. I've seen him around, but never in one place, except when he needs money. I offered him a job, but he showed up to work drunk one day and I had to let him go. I don't have any ill will toward him. Sure, the credits I'd like to have back, but only because it'll mean he's gotten his life together.
Yeah, I don't... This isn't getting it. Look, this isn't...
Sorry, that's your business. Try asking Delito. I had an incident. You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past. Me? Borrow from Helgi? Not that I recall.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Our last head of security was a real hard ass. Now if Chief Pretorius chooses you, around here.
Tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment, I'll eat my badge. You know, your stand-up routine leaves something to be desired. Though if you're gunning for a personalized tour of one of Gagarin's holding cells, that can certainly be arranged. But I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm Delitzo Pretorius, UC Security Chief. It's our job to deal with any law breaking around Gagarin, and we take that job very seriously. Now, was there something I can help you with? If you need to file a report on him, please use the computer there.
How long would that take?
5 to 10 business days. Now please, move on. Good. She could use their help. She would agree that following procedure by filing their report is your best option, legally.
You don't need to be a botanist to know Harvey's probably thirsty. 20 years is a long time to go without a drink. Okay, I got an idea. That terminal probably, if you don't mind, is... Great. Just talk to the chief and that... Hey,
Something you want to
an
report?
idea. Quick huddle. Excuse us, folks.
Like I said before.
Important detective business here.
Yeah. Find a big statue. Go to the plaque and look to your right. Then we're done here. Hey, you doing all right over there?
Oh. I'm good, officer. I'm just having trouble finding the report section.
Maybe I should come over there and help you.
No, that won't be necessary, officer. The report's already been filed. Thank you. So, I really don't think I'll be holding on to the property for long. If you know anyone who's... So, were you... Where would I be with... I'm glad you've got a better...
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Madani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people? Nah, I don't trust you. I don't even know you. So take a long spacewalk with an empty tank, will you?
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies. It's been 20 years. 20! Get out of here.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
Sounds to me like you need a scientist. And instead, you got a drunk.
And I reject that hypothesis. Once a scientist, always a scientist. And in court, you're an expert witness who can testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo. Ellie Yankton? But why? Ah, it doesn't matter. Nothing's changed. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here? Easy for you. Yeah. I know.
Bank transaction.
Doesn't surprise. Here's my thought. The case you have is the same as before. There is no guarantee, and I don't. So no.
Okay, we get it. Any information?
Fine. Miss Yanked.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't. Go, just because I refuse to testify doesn't mean I'm not rooting for you to win.
Whoa there. Come on. We have other things to do right now.
I'll put... Go. Leave me be.
Any comments? Questions? No?
Just because
Good.
I'll put Miss Yankton in touch with my colleague.
Hey, you might want this. It's a shame we couldn't convince Helge to testify. But thanks for everything, Ellie.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helge? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Ugh, I hate this game. Just give me the bad news first.
The bad news. Helge declined to be our witness. But the good news is he's going to refer a colleague to testify on his behalf. That means confirming the scientific veracity of every document we've gathered and challenging any ringers the defense hires to dispute it.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about any character assassination. And having an independent party examine the data isn't the worst idea either. I'm going to view this as a win. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
It's not an overwhelming amount of evidence, but it's enough to go to trial.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I am cautiously optimistic we can win this case.
Optimism is good. Especially from you, Ellie.
The main thing is we'll be able to clear Irvin's name. Of that, I have no doubt. As for charging Hephaestus with a crime and clearing Helgi, that's more of an uphill battle, but I'll see what I can do. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually... I feel like... But it's actually... It's a substance that is literally lighter than air, depending on the planet. Habitable planets tend to range from 1 to 2 milligrams per cubic centimeter. Most aerogels are about 1/10 of that. I feel like I'm currently hovering in that territory. Give or take 1/10. You're right, but I'm confident Ellie's correct about the outcome. If nothing else, the court of public opinion is going to side with Irvin. If we lose, we could always leak the docs to SSNN. I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help. That makes 2 of us. In fact, according to this... You know what? He just might. But it's probably best you chart the course. Harvey doesn't do well with things that require hands. We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely. On top of everything else, investigating Irvin's case, I've come to read... Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend. And the definition of that, if one is fortunate, like any group, I've explored, but you have changed me. I don't want to look back years from now. There's nothing more important to me. Take some time to relax here, I get it. Just don't get too lost in the distractions. I have a lot to do. DASKER? Really not cup of tea. I'll follow you.
Trackers Alliance always finds their mark.
So yeah, I totally get it.
out.
We have everything you want.
I'd be making a fortune if they let us fish for Catherine. I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from
You might want this.
Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
If I have to eat one more tube of trawl for lunch, I'm gonna puke.
Assembly complete. Craft, one batch. 1 minute starting now.
That barely took any time to make at all. Wild.
Valentina needs to cut us a break. She's a real
Assembly complete.
in the butt.
She's complete.
They don't pay me enough to stick my hands in the fish.
Nice to see you again. Maybe you'll find something fun over here. Like Cas and Best Tacos. I'm up for doing this again. Bye.
I'm not in the mood.
Never run into spaces. Stop. How's everything with you?
Now for an encore conversation. Leave. Hey, you might want to- I have something for you. Hey, you might want this.
Queue for a cup of coffee.
Look.
Because everything.
Something for you.
Yeah.
Just another love. You keep this up, and we will both be living large.